Section 1. The Shadow Before the Fire. Before the desert lit up with artillery fire and burning oil fields, the Iran-Iraq War existed only as a long shadow, a storm gathering across two ancient nations led by two men who could not coexist. Long before modern borders, Mesopotamia and Persia had clashed for millennia. The ghosts of the Achaemenids, Parthians, Sassanids, and the Arabs who had once conquered Persia lingered in both lands. Iraq, dominated by Arabs but ruled by a Sunni minority, looked east with a mix of envy and fear toward Iran, a vast nation with a deeper imperial memory. These old resentments were dormant until 1979 woke them. The Iranian Revolution toppled the Shah and replaced a Western-aligned monarchy with Ayatollah Khomeini's Islamic Republic, a theocratic system that shook the Middle East. For Saddam Hussein, then Iraq's powerful but still unofficial leader, this was a nightmare. A revolutionary Shia movement next door threatened to inspire Iraq's own Shia majority. Khomeini openly called for the overthrow of oppressive regimes, a direct message to Saddam. Iran, despite chaos, remained 3 times larger with a strong ideological identity. Saddam saw Iran's revolution not as a neighbor's crisis, but as an opportunity and a threat. At the heart of their tension lay a narrow, muddy waterway, the Shatt al-Arab, where the Tigris and Euphrates meet the Gulf. For Iraq, it was their lifeline to the sea. For Iran, it was partly their coastline and historically shared. The 1975 Algiers Agreement, signed unwillingly by Saddam when he was weaker, gave Iran strategic control. After the revolution, Saddam tore it up on live TV, literally ripping the treaty document. That was the moment the world should have known. War was no longer avoidable. Saddam Hussein dreamed of becoming the Nasser of the 1980s, the leader of the Arab world, the man who would restore Iraq as the heart of a new Mesopotamian empire. He believed Iran was vulnerable: purges, executions, chaos, and a collapsing military. Ayatollah Khomeini, meanwhile, saw Saddam as a secular tyrant, a persecutor of Shia Muslims, a man who must fall for God's will to prevail. Their visions were fundamentally incompatible. The Middle East wasn't big enough for both. Throughout 1979 and early 1980, small artillery duels flickered along the border. Cross-border raids increased. Iraq encouraged ethnic Arab separatists inside Iran's Khuzestan province. Iran supported underground Shia movements inside Iraq. Each accused the other of terrorism, sabotage, and subversion. This wasn't yet war. It was the dance before the duel. The Cold War superpowers watched closely. The U.S., humiliated by the hostage crisis, quietly leaned toward Iraq. The Soviet Union kept supplying both sides. Arab Gulf states feared Iran's revolution and showered Saddam with money. Israel warned that the region was sliding into a catastrophe. But nobody expected the conflict to last 8 years and become one of the longest, bloodiest wars of the 20th century. Still, by mid-1980, the stage was fully set. Iran, despite revolutionary zeal, was internally fractured. The military was purged. Thousands of officers were imprisoned or executed. Command structures collapsed. Revolutionary guards and regular army competed for authority. Kurds in the north rebelled. The economy was in shock. Saddam believed he could strike now and win fast. Iraq, meanwhile, had a well-equipped modern army, enjoyed Arab and Western support, believed Iran was on the verge of collapse. Saddam thought he would be welcomed as a liberator by Iranian Arabs. He imagined a quick campaign, a restored Mesopotamian glory, Saddam as the new hero of the Arab world. But he gravely miscalculated. In April 1980, Iraqi officials were targeted in an attempted assassination that Iraq blamed on Iran. Border cities, Qasr-Ada Sherin, Mehran, Khorramshahr echoed with increasing artillery fire. The press in both countries spread propaganda. Iraq accused Iran of chaos and weakness. Iran accused Iraq of treachery and imperialism. The two nations marched toward war like sleepwalkers heading toward a cliff, neither willing to step back. Then, September 1980 arrived. The desert winds carried the scent of war. Troops lined the border, and Saddam Hussein made his decision. The shadow before the fire had ended. The fire was about to begin.